G'day. I have been slacking on the streams. I won't lie, I've been slacking on the streams. But I'm back on it again. As you can see, I've deranked once again. And as you can probably tell once again, the game is not treating me very well. I played earlier today, and I could have gotten first 3 times in a row. And all 3 times in South 4, something happened and I got third. From being in first into third. In 3 games in a row. And if you pile that on top of all the other games that I've gotten third in, it creates a nice little flat line that I'll show off in just a second. Look how that's beautiful. Look at that. That's great. That's wonderful. Not a fourth in sight. That's what you like to see. But yeah, I'm pretty full of despair these days. My IRL Mahjong meetup, there's 3 weeks left in the ranked season. 2 weeks to get points, and then the 3rd week is the finals. I was in top 4 for the entire season, and as of last week, as of this week, I suppose, I am now down to 10th. So unless I can win a bunch of games in the next 2 weeks and get back up into top 4, it's looking pretty over for me. Am I dead? Oh, of course. I need to change my volume. Is it this one? Okay, it was that one. I still had my Mahjong audio coming out of the TV. I was like, why can't I hear these pawn calls? I was like, oh, that's why. Oh well. You know what beef always say? Deal in East 1 for flow. So we'll be doing fine from now. I should have dropped Haku instead of Chun. That was silly. I don't think it matters, but I don't think it will matter in the end, but whatever. I should have dropped Haku instead of Nan for the same reason. Or whatever. Let's play it fast and loose. I don't feel like thinking. It's 3 AM. Maybe if I just stop thinking, I'll suddenly start winning. That seems to be what most people do. At least in this rank. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do here. I'm going to cut Forso. Hi. Keeps Chitoi open. Keeps Dora open. Keeps Sanshoku open. It's basically the best idea I could have come up with. And okay, cool. Good. You know what? I didn't want a Chitoi anyway, so it's fine. I guess I'll just drop Tupin then. I could have cut 7M or something. Whatever. And now I'm 30-10. Good. Genius play, dropping the 8 so there. Didn't bother thinking about it at all. As long as we're... You know what? We might as well just fold. As long as... If it's come to this, I don't really see any merit in fighting anymore. Cheetahs. Ugh. I don't have any safe tiles, which is lovely. I have Nakasuji 5-so, which does not inspire much confidence in me. Alright, 5-pin, that'll do. It actually did do. Nice. It worked. I was half expecting it to deal into Kamisha, yeah. Lucky. Dealer Sumo is not very lucky though, in exchange. This shape is not very good. I don't have a single Ryanmen. Now I do. The shape, that Tuso just made this shape like 50 times better. There's probably no point. I mean, I could have just Sumogiri'd the 3M. I'd rather just cut 9M though. There's always a chance that I get like the 6-so or something, and then I can drop 9-so and get a Tanya or something going like that. That too, I suppose. That too. Yeah, I'll take it. That is less than ideal. What are my safe tiles? Nothing. Nothing is safe. Nothing is safe. Nothing is sacred. Everything is bad. That was a 7M, 9M cut. Was it Tadashi 7-9? I guess it would have been Tadashi 7-9. But was the 7 Sumogiri or Tadashi? I guess it doesn't fucking matter. I'm glad that they didn't get the SSK off of that. That would have just been too much. This is looking like a lovely Tanyao Pinfu hand. Can we make it happen? Well, picked up the 9. Awkward. Picked up the 8. The odds are back. We could still get a Tanya out of this. Ugh. That's fine. That's fine. It's still fine. It's still fine. Even with the 1-pin, it's still fine. As long as we don't pick up 2-pin. As long as we don't pick up 2-pin, everything is fine. I'm still in control. Okay. This is good. As long as I don't pick up the Dora, everything's fine. Nothing's fine. Everything's bad. Nothing's fine at all. Everything's bad. Everything's awful. Unless... Everything... Oh, okay. Another sumo. Okay, cool. I didn't want to play the game anyway. What happened earlier today? All of my starting hands and my draws were really, really good, and now I can't get a single good hand to save my life. Every time I have a decent hand going, I get like a turn forward Ichi coming in from one of these two jokers. Well, it's my dealer, so it's my turn to win, so I doubt that that'll happen this time. What are these draws? Where is this hand going? Why is it going towards Chitoi? Why do I have 4 pairs? Why is this guy going for a half flush? Why is this guy going for an Itsu? What is that? What am I supposed to do with that? I suddenly have an Anko. I'm technically an Ishanten for a San Anko. And by technically, I mean that's legitimately what it is. It's not a technicality. However, Shimacha has pawned 2 Yakuhai. It may be in my best interest to avoid that. Yeah, it's basically what I expected to happen here. Well, Sananko's dead, but I can at least Tanyao and get a daughter going. You really dropped 4-pin. In this situation, you dropped 4-pin. You're insane. I can't believe that worked. Like, this would have been like a perfect Nakasuji Tanki or like a Kanchan wait to bait the 4-pin, and it would have worked. Except he wasn't even waiting for 4-pin, so I have no idea what he's waiting for. Ichi would be a really stupid idea here. There's no way I get this. Like 2 5-pin and 3 6-pin are so dangerous. All I can do is hope that Toyman does something stupid, or maybe Shimucha like changes their weight, or Sumo. That works. That works pretty well. I'll take that. Sometimes good things happen. What a lovely world. I kind of want... Wow. I was going to say I was going to want SSK here, but if the game's going to be this generous, I suppose I'll just take what I get. Now, if I could get a 2-pin on top of this... A 5M doesn't really speak to me here. But it's not bad. Wait. There you go. I kept the 5M for a turn. On the off chance that I miraculously picked up a red 5M pair, then I could have cut like either 2 3M, probably 2 3M, because there's 2 4Ms cut, so I would have cut 2 3M after that and used the 9-pin as a triplet rather than as a pair. Well, let's see what happens now. I could pick up a pair of these. Ideally, I get the sequence, or at least the 2-pin. Then I can cut this and go, go, go. That is just as good as getting the 2-pin, so I'll take it. 6-9M, looking good. Doesn't seem like anyone's using them, so they're probably in the mountain somewhere. And if anyone wants to push, no one's using either of them, so they'll have to shove those cards, tiles, whatever. I've been playing a lot of solitaire recently, you understand. Hey, it's safe. I almost thought that was what I wanted. Come on, let me through. Yes, perfect. Torasete morau. If I could just stop picking up Shonpai for like 10 seconds, that'd be great. Ba-da-bum, 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 ba-da-bum. But yeah, the other day, my Xenoblade 3 limited edition OST kit arrived. And so I'm absolutely taking this opportunity to just listen to as many of the songs as possible. It's incredible. I can't tell if I like 3 or 2, the soundtrack for 3 or 2 better. They're both so good. And the thing about 3 is that it has leitmotifs on some of its songs from 2 and from 1. So it's like, ugh. When you recognize the songs from 2 in the 3 soundtrack, you're like, it's so good. Come on, drop the 9M. Bastard. Wow, that's terrifying. Oh. Rianshanten. Do I pawn this Haku? If I don't pawn it, I could get Nichi Ipeiko Dora. If I do pawn it, Haku Dora is the best that it'll be, I guess. Oh, I guess I could get the red 5, so for 2 Dora. I'll pawn the second one, but I'll skip the first one. Now I can pawn it safely because I have a pair other than the Haku. That's also part of the reason why I didn't want to pawn it, because switching to a different pair would have taken a while. Pawn this. Cheapen this. Carnuso isn't exactly the best weight. Yeah, if I'd cut Hatsu first, I could cut like 6-0 here and then have the 5-8 pin on this side as well. Either way. I can pawn 6 pin or 6-0, drop 5-0, be on the Dora weight, and then if I pick up 3 or 4 pin, I can switch to a Toy, so it's not entirely the end of the world. I could also just pick up the 5-0 or whatever. Pawn this. The question is, do I pawns the last 6 pin and drop 3 pin and go for Toy? I don't think I do. I think if I sumo the 3 or 4 pin, then I'll switch to Toy, but I don't think I pawn. I don't think I pawn for it. ポンでござる. I also need to be careful about Toyman and what Toyman is doing. Be ashamed to deal in is all. I know that Shimocha isn't using 2-pin, or at least they're not using more than one. So if they pick it up, there's a chance I could get it off of them. I doubt it though, they're probably too good to drop the 2-pin. Or the 5-pin, even though it's... Well, I guess it's not Nakasuji at the moment. They really look like they're in the mood to drop 2 5-pin. That's terrifying. That might deal into a 3-6M weight. Yeah, there you go. I mean, there's nothing else I can do. I'm not going to fold there. Dora Dora. Pretty good. Good tile to have. 2 of. Be even better if I had 3 of them. Not to be greedy. Not to be greedy, but, you know, if I was going to choose how many I had, or if I was given the opportunity to ask for how many I want, I would say 3's a nice number. Many say it's the magic number. May I? I was hoping against hope that they were thinking about whether to cut Shun or not. It seems like their hand is pretty fast, though. That's something to worry about. I could have pawned that. I don't know whether I should have, though. That's the question. Okay, we're advancing. Yep, I figured it was only a matter of time before they started romping around the place. Probably ain't gonna fold this one, though. We'll see where it takes me. Pawn this. Ideally, I want to pawn the 6-0 or the 4M and cut 3M. But even after that, where do I go, you know? I guess I can cut 8-pin for now. A 4-pin might be okay too. It's Nakasuchi. Well, not that it matters. Chitoi Sumo. Good on ya. Oh. I have a Dora, I have a Chun. We'll see what happens. Ho, 2 Dora. It'd be nice if I could use the 1S. Perhaps a pair. Perhaps a pair would be of assistance. Yeah, okay, I'll follow your lead. Probably better with these discards to get rid of the Sozu early before anything horrible happens. Do I keep 5-so for acceptance? Do I drop 4-so for safety? I'm just gonna cut it for safety. 1, 2, 3, 4 groups. 4M is good acceptance, and I picked up the Haku anyway. And they're going for the Manzu, which means they probably have one or both of these drag. Probably not the Haku, they probably have the Chun. Which is bad for me. Do I drop 4M early and assist them? Or do I drop it late and try to avoid... Oh, it doesn't matter. Yep, there's the one, so... That's why I dropped it early. Not that it mattered. This hand could work. Okay. Someone is full of energy over there. But as long as they're having fun, I suppose. A 6-so would be really nice. Does 4M do anything for me? Kinda does. I don't want to drop either of these dragons, but whatever. Can't use them. A 7-pin would be like a gift from the gods at this point, really. Be all I could ever ask for. Another 6M is good as well. I probably should have cut 4M first. But fuck it, we ball. Perfect. Actually, is that perfect? I don't know. Oh, I guess technically I can like chi 9-so. But there's like no 9-sos left anyway. Erichi. I guess I'll just cut Suji 8-pin. Do I chi this? No. Wait. This is a chi though, right? Yeah, sure, why not? And then drop Haku. Wait. Of course, why not? And like 50 Uradora? Somehow 0 Uradora. But because of the Khan, it's a Mangan anyway. Of course it is. Why not? I love going from first to last. I believe the game should just give me the double nun for free. It should give me an anko of the double nun. And then I get Torichi, and then everyone's happy. And by everyone I mean me, I'm happy. But I won't be upset with a Tanyawi Peiko Pinfu Dora hand. I wouldn't complain. I wouldn't complain from that either. That'd be nice. I mean, that looks like where it's going. You are someone that I despise, Kamicha. My beloved. I do not like this Ishanten. But what other choice do I have? Ah, that's Tsuji. It's South 3. I kind of can't really afford not to fight. Even if it is a deal at Ichi. Problem is, if I deal in, it's basically over. But if I win, I at least have a chance. I would need to get to Tempai first, though. Oi. That somehow worked. Excellent. 2 pins actually a decent weight here. There are 3 pins that other people can see. So unless someone's holding them as a pair, 2 pin looks relatively decent as a drop. I'm dead. Or am I? I'm alive. Right, 7 pin passed. And I'm dead. I'm alive! Somehow I'm alive. Well, all's well that ends well. That was really close, though. I, picked up the tiles next to the tiles that he wanted so many times. Do I pawn this north? The only reason I really have to pawn the north is to try and force out a Chitoi. Oh, not a Chitoi, a Toi Toi. But I probably won't do that. I guess pawning north advances my hand. But considering the point deficit at the moment, even if I pawn it, it's not really worth anything. It's Chun Dora. If I get a pair of the Dora, then I suppose I'll pawn. But otherwise, it's going to be better to just try and go for Rodichi here. And everything sucks. Everything's awful. This is the worst situation that could have happened. It continues to grow worse. Lovely. 6-9 so. There you go. As expected. Don't mind me. Just doing my part to make the world a better place. Wish I could report you twice. Oh well. All I can really do is pray that this is early enough. Pray that Tusa doesn't deal in. Hooray. Now, if through some awkward twist of fate, Nineso becomes the deal in tile, okay, thank God. Have no choice but to drop it, and it's safe, so it all works out. If I could just have a smidgen of tenpai, just like a little slice, a slice of tenpai. That'd be great. If I could just get that, that'd be lovely. Just a crumb of tenpai, please. I'm begging you. You're not making this any better than it is, Toyman. You're making it worse. Please, sir, just a crumb of tenpai. Just a crumb. Just a smidgen. Just a little bit. It's not what I want. Nani yatte mo umaku ikanai. Well, I broke my third streak. How exciting. Six thirds in a row, and I finally broke it with a fourth. Where am I now? I'm still above the halfway mark. Cool, great, grand, lovely. Can't win in person, can't win online. What's the world coming to? Hey, what's up? How does Beef always say it? Shwa. Shwa. How was it again? It's like a Chinese pronunciation, isn't it? Oh, whatever. I give up. What's up? And Muster as well. Welcome. Hello. Shuen? No, I give up. I give up. I need it written out to pronounce it. We love Pain Pog? Hell no. Hell no. I'm done. I've had enough pain for, like, to last my entire life. I'm done with pain. I would like to move into, like, a new frontier where everything is good and happy and I win games. What could possibly go wrong with this hand? I've basically already won. It's turn 3 and I'm Ishanten. There's basically no way that this hand can go wrong. It's pretty much perfect. If I could just get Tempai. 1M, 2M, 1 pin, 6-so, 9-so. It's pretty wide. It's decently wide. Hey, what's up, Christine? How are you? Long time no see. Yeah, I haven't been streaming Mahjong recently. I've done a few Armored Core streams, though. That was fun. Have I been? In everything except Mahjong, I've been good. I'm on a bit of a losing streak on Mahjong Soul right now. And in real life, Mahjong, I have been kicked out of the top 4 of our ranking season. I am now 10th. I have 2 more weeks to get back into top 4, or I don't make it to finals. So not great, but it is what it is. I'm sure I can pull something off. 7-8S is dead. You're right, it is. In that case, I'll do it this way, since I've already committed to dropping 1M like an idiot, because I was looking at chat instead of looking at the field. We'll do it live. Now it's dead, but that's okay, it doesn't matter. It don't matter. Wait. Oh, wait, no, there's one more. So you're saying there's a chance. Oh, well, thanks for the sub, dude. Hell, wait. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. There's basically no way it doesn't get played. But yeah, thank you so much for the sub. Came in as like the first time chatter and then instantly get that sub going on. Do I die? I die if I play that. That sucks. Take badge first. Think later. Now that's words to live by right there. Oh, I would have lived. You don't think 7M kills? Yeah, you're right, it doesn't. 6M Kobe. That's okay. It's not like I was committed to that hand in the first place. A 4-4-4-4 emote. Oh. This hand is not very good. It's tricking you into thinking it's good, because you've got 2 Yakuhai. But you have nothing else, so it's not very good. Hold on, that's actually a really good draw. It might make it a little bit better, actually. It might actually be a good hand. But yeah, I've been playing, whatchamacallit, Armored Core 6. Does that deal in? No, it doesn't. I've been playing Armored Core 6, and, I mean, you can check the VOD if you want, but my custom Armored Core that I made was, based off the Hyakushiki from, Gundam Zeta and Gundam Double Zeta. And I figured, you know, since I'm using Shah's mobile suit, or rather using Quattro Vagina's mobile suit, I made a little Made little sunglasses for myself. So now I can pretend to be Quattro while I play Armored Core. It's great. I love them. It took me like 5 seconds in like Photoshop to make, and I made it with my mouse. So they're very low quality, but whatever. They look cool. Everyone loves sunglasses. But I want to make the gun tank as well, because I learned that you can get tank treads in that game. So I want to make gun tank, since I love gun tank. 7M's a bit dangerous here, but it's safe. A Potsumo! Yeah, that Chun kind of just killed my hand the moment I pulled it. There wasn't much I could do about it. Ooh. Is this kun 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 the scent of a good hand? Is that what I smell right now? Oh. Two Dianmen weights? 3 Dianmen weights? Now if I only had a pair. Ah, it turned into a Kanchan. Two pin is dead, so there's no reason to keep 1 pin. Unless I want to use it as a Tanki. It'll probably be the best Tanki weight that I have at the moment. I'm just gonna cut Haku and pray. There's not really much reason for me to chase this hand. I have no value, and I don't have enough safe tiles either. Too many things that are too dangerous to push. Well, it seems like Toyman's gonna do their best, so I'll just wait for Toyman to deal in. Ooh, the 4-pin drop. That was brave. Ooh, ah. Yep, there you go. There's no way that passes. Yep, there you go. Sweet. Everything went exactly as I predicted. I'll keep this 9M for now. Like, if I had the God draws, I'd pick up the 3-pin pair, and then I'd pick up the Itsu here as well. Well, I'll take the Rianmen is fine. I'll take the Rianmen. I'm not going to be greedy about it. Did you see the new M League jerseys? I saw a couple of them on Twitter. The main thing that I noticed was the new... What was that noise? I saw the new Abermas shirt, which they're supposed to be selling. It has like an updated version of their logo or whatever on it, and it's like shiny and stuff. I don't know if that's for sale or not. I checked the M League store and it wasn't there. I would have bought it if it was. But yeah, I'm excited for the new M-League season, whenever that starts. Technically I can Chi 3M and go for the Tanyao here. The problem is I need I need one of the last 4 pins for that. So I don't really want to open my hand for it. I suppose now I could just do a Tuso Tanki, and that wouldn't be so bad. Two M as a pair? The 2M is weird. The 2M works in mysterious ways, but hey, whatever, I'll take it. I somehow picked up the perfect tile. 5-8 pin pretty much guarantees to get dropped. So as long... Oh, okay. I was gonna say, as long as I get to Tenpai with a 5-8 pin weight, I'm practically guaranteed the win. Well, at least second place is closer now, I think. It might be further away than before, but I didn't deal in it. That's what's important. I feel like I did make some mistakes that round, though. Probably could have played that better. I think if I had cut 9M sooner, I think it would have been good. I should cut 7M early. Wait, Ishanten. Nice. I don't know if I really like the Khan 6-0 though. I guess I'd Ichi anyway. If I pick up Dora, I'll Ichi. Oh, that makes my life easier. 360. Okay, now I'm basically guaranteed Torichi. Yeah, okay. I was thinking of doing something weird, like turning off auto win, and then like if I pick up 1M, wait until I'm Tenpai, and then Furita Nichi for the Dora sumo. But that's stupid. I'm not gonna do that. Not in this situation, I wouldn't do that. There are situations where I would do it, but not this one. I think I missed my chance to drop 7, so I should have dropped it earlier. On the other hand, if I pick up 6, so... Well, 1 so isn't exactly... Well, I guess 1 so is technically safer than 7 so I could just drop 1 so if I pick up 6 so. But otherwise, I'm just going to have to shove it. This is the situation that I didn't want to be in, but I'm going to avoid Ipatsu. Even though it leaves me with a shitty weight, I would rather avoid Ipatsu than shove and deal in instantly. Things are getting worse. Excellent. My turn. Hey, it's safe. Hey, Rondes. Reach Dora. Can I get 1 Ura? Oh. I guess it didn't matter whether I won with the 1 or the 4M then. 6M's the daughter A. I can use that. Fighto, fighto. Ponya. Yaranya, Ponya. Yamete chodai. Uchi no oya ga. Kiete yuku. I wonder if I chi for him. Or 7 so. I think I will. Honestly. Oh. Nanki hita. I guess I'll drop 2 bin then. I wish you would stop that. Oh yeah, Mortal Shell is on sale on Steam for like $5. I bought it because it was cheap as fuck. So I'll probably play that sometime. Maybe after Armored Core. I have no idea how good it is. I just know it's like a Souls-like with an interesting mechanic. I don't know if it's any good though. Wait. Was there really any reason to drop 7M? Not really. In fact, dropping 7M was bad. I should have dropped 2M. I miscounted the amount of things in my hand, and now I pick up the daughter. Excellent. I'm a genius. This is exactly why I shouldn't have dropped a 7M. I will chi that. Thank you. And there it goes. Cursed seating order, ruining my first place. A quick hand. I guess I'll drop one so next. Do I pawn north? I probably... I guess I pawn north now. I could skip the first one. Okay, now I skip it. I could have also cut north there. If I had the 5 so instead of the 8 so, I would probably cut north. But since I don't, I won't. There's still a chance I pick up 5 so though, so I'll hang on to 6 so. For now. I could also get rid of it so that I don't deal in with it later. I've got options. Nah, I won't do that. Even if I pick up... I see. That's pretty big. Impressive. I am going to Doratanki. Never mind. I've picked up even better. I've picked up a Dora pair. I'll cut 8 so first. The question is, do I keep Hatsu on the off chance that I pick up the pair? Or do I just get rid of it early and risk someone pawning it? I'd rather just keep it, Because if somebody pawns it, my life is in shambles. Okay, nice, he shunted. Can I have a smidgen of tenpai? Dude, if I pick up 4M, I'll be so happy. Not that. That's not what I want. Picking up 4M here would single-handedly win me the game. Ichinya, me too. Let's go. Daughter theory works. If you believe. This has become dangerous. The guy in last is in Nietzsche. I didn't expect that. Come on. No, not that. Oh, yes! Yes! Yay, I win. 5,200 plus lychee sticks. Delicious. The music, the Xenoblade music power up. Assisted Mangan. Oh wait, that's daughter. Ah, whatever. I don't care. Who needs it? Better just get rid of it. Oh no. You know, I used to complain when playing Xenoblade 3 about this song because you just hear it so many times. But now that I'm listening to it, like as a full song rather than just as a loop, because the battles against those enemies go for so long, and there's so many of them, that like you get kind of sick of it. But now that I'm listening to it outside of the context of just constantly hearing it in the game, it's really, really good. It's a really good song. If I could pick up 4-pin here, my dreams would be basically complete. Because I could get 234 SSK. Not that. That's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. That's also perfect. That's also well, it's not exactly what I wanted, but that's also really good. The problem is I have no pair anymore. None. I could have had a none pair. Yeah. Now this hand has gone in a weird direction, and I have not really any safe tiles to deal with it. I can Tanya now. There's... oh, they sumoed. Okay. What even is that? Did each sumo know me? Oh, Ipatsu as well, of course. Oh. Now this is a nice starting hand. Don't mind if I did. Even better. 5 8M, 3M, 5 so. If I could pick up the 5 so with the 3M, that'd be great. I'd rather not do a Kanshan wait for my Tempai. Oh yeah, recently in my anime watching adventures, I suppose, I watched Gundam War in the Pocket, and what was the next one after that? F91, and Stardust Memory. And now I'm up to Victory Gundam, which I'm really enjoying. I'm really enjoying Victory Gundam. I'm surprised because I've never heard anyone mention anything about Victory Gundam before. But I'm liking it a lot. Probably even more than the original Gundam. I don't really want to deal with this. This guy is Indichi, and it's terrifying, and I have no idea what he wants. Tiles that I would normally consider safe are no longer safe, because there's just zero information to go off of. At least I don't know why I cut 1 pin there when 8 pin was clearly the sushi there that I should have cut. 1 pin was just a shot in the dark. Don't know why I cut that. I wouldn't have been able to chi that even if I tried, so it doesn't matter. I could chi that, but I don't wanna. I guess I could cut 3M. There's 3 2Ms and 3 4Ms that I can see. The problem is the Khan 5 so is basically dead. So I'd be pretty screwed. I mean, theoretically, it looks like safe tile, so maybe someone might drop it. Does 3 pin help? I mean, it does, but I can't really do anything with this north. Can I even get K10? I somehow doubt it. I was a Pensan a Chanta. Hey. Who saw that coming? Well, now this is a nice, convenient starting hand. A nice quick one. I've said that a few times now, and every time somebody, like, declares Richi really early, or my hand never goes anywhere. But not this time. This time for sure. For sure this time. I'll surely win it. I promise. Look, I'm already in the Enchanted. There's basically nothing that can go wrong here. Yeah, basically nothing. I do want to use this daughter, though. Well, okay, I'll cut 2 pin. Like, technically dropping 6M was best for the best acceptance. Gives me 9 pin and 2 pin as well that I can get for Tempai. But this shape is actually has really good daughter acceptance. Like, if I pick up 5M, it's really good. Another 5, so... I'll just cut the old one. Question is, if I pick up 5M, do I cut... I think I cut 8 9 so. I could cut 2 3-pin, but 1 4-pin looks like a pretty decent weight here. Better than the 4 7 so, at least. Oh well. 4 7 it is. Let's go. Nichipin Fudora. Hey, Batsu. I was just thinking that 4 7 looks pretty decent here as a weight, based on my discards. And I was right. It was perfect. Alright, if I can just clutch out this last round, everything's fine. Not the worst starting hand I've ever had. It'll do. Could be better though. What's the point difference? Oh, now we're talking. That's exactly what I want to see. Pondis. I guess I'll cut 1 pin. There was merit to cutting 4 7M instead. But I think it's fine going this way. Like, 5 pin has good acceptance. I could potentially pawn the 5 so, and then have the 4 5 pin weight. There's a lot that could happen. A lot of good things that could potentially happen. That's one of them, Ishanten. Question is, if 5 so shows up, and the only 5 so left is the red 5 so. So if the last 5 so shows up... I don't need this. Yeah, no, I don't need that. I don't think I need to pawn the red 5 so either. Probably won't. Cheetus. Yeah, I didn't want to drop 1 2 so because I knew they were going for Sozu. But if 3 so's coming out, that could be really good for me. Like, if Kamicha wants to drop 3 so as well, that's Tenpai for me. 2M's a little bit scary though. I don't really want to deal into like a Tanya Dora-san. That'd suck. Alright, I'll cut it. I'll cut it anyway. I'm sure it's fine. Just because the acceptance on this is so much better. And if I'm shoving, then I'd have to drop it anyway, eventually. Pondes. Rondes. What is that? Hakudora? That's not enough, is it? Yeah, it's not. Sweet. First place. Oh, hallelujah. It's like the first time, it's like having a drink of water after 10 days of no water. Ah, such a refreshing feeling. It's literally been weeks since I've won a game. Well, it's been over a week. Maybe not 2 weeks, but it's been over a week since I've won a game. Mostly because I played IRL and lost, and then I didn't want to play online because, like, I lost motivation. I'm sure if I had just played online, I could have gotten more firsts in the recent times, but I didn't have motivation. It's actually surprising how, like, draining work can be, having a job can be. There are so many times when I get home from work and I'm like, I should stream. I have time to stream. I should stream. And I should play Mahjong or do something. And then I'm just like, I'm sleepy though. And I end up not doing anything. I gotta try and break that habit or that rut or whatever that I'm in. Get back into playing Mahjong more consistently and getting better at it so that I can actually win. I would very much like to win. Wow. The 9.8 Shanpon, Ichi no Mi. Yeah, I suppose he didn't really have a choice. Like, you can't, with the shape that his hand was. I mean, I guess he could have picked up like a 7-so and upgraded to Pinfu. But like, that's about as good as it gets. I don't know why I dropped that 9. That 9 was actually really good if I picked up 7. I thought about it too late. Yeah, and here comes the punish. If I had the 9, this would be pretty much done over here. I don't really need the 2. Or the 8. Considering like 3, 4, 6, and 7M give me Arianmen here. 5M gives me my pair as well. I could chi for a Tanyao. I don't really want to commit to that right now though. I could commit to it now. But why would I even chi? 3, 4, 6, 7M I can chi. 7 pin I can chi. 4 pin I can chi. And for 7-so as well. I guess I can't really chi 3, 4, 6, 7M. No, I can. I just have to drop 2 pin 5-so in that case. Which I don't really want to do. I'd rather chi like a 4-pin or a 7-pin and then drop 5M and keep the 3-pin pair. Richinya. What do I have that's safe against that? 6-pin? 6-pin it is. What's the worst that could happen? I could have also cut 3-pin Suji as well. 8-pin 1 chance? Or Suji 3-pin? I'll go Suji 3-pin. Yeah, let's just kill it all, cut it all. Ronya! Wow, back to base points. Daughter is Shikshem, you say? 6M, eh? I could use that. Oh my god, the sax in this song is going in! I didn't even know a song like this was even in the game. Oh. Do I cut 1 pin here? I think I'm gonna cut 1 so. I don't want 3 so. Thank you though. Thanks for the offer. No, thank you. The idea here is this is really good acceptance with a chance for Itsu. I can use 6 so as my pair. Maybe I should have kept the 3 so. And just cut 1 so. And then I was going to say that if I picked up another 6 so, I can drop the 1 and get Tanya out of it. Shuts. I think I'll keep believing in the Itsu for now. If I pick up 5 so, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna just break down. Seven so is dying. How awkward. If I could pick up 6M, everything would be fine. Maybe I should just open my hand at this point, because I'm not even going to get K10 if I don't do something soon. What did I say about picking up 5 so? Well, as long as I don't pick up like a 4 so or something, again, everything will be fine, maybe. Uh-oh. Do I cheat this? I could, but I'm not gonna. I should have. I should have cheated to break the Ipatsu. It's a Haneman. Oh, could have been worse. Is what I'll tell myself. Could have been better, though. Just saying. Could have been better. The man who can only pick up honor tiles. Coming to cinema near you. Are you gonna pawn it or not? Apparently not. I need to get rid of this Tuso before I die. Be gone, foul beast. This hand is turning into something weird. It's not that weird. It's more like just like an Ipeiko Pinfu daughter sort of hand, I guess. I guess theoretically... Do I even want this 5M? Not really. Like, this isn't Chitoi. I'm not doing Chitoi, so 5M isn't really necessary. Nanka henna no hitta ne. Okay. You're welcome, I guess. Like, whatever. Congrats on your 1,000 points. Don't really know what you're trying to accomplish, but, you know, good on you. You got it. I'll give it to you. That's a pond desu. Honestly, I could commit to a Honitsu here. I think I will, honestly. It's early enough that I don't feel bad about doing it. And I have a decent enough shape. I can work with this. Perfect. That's what you like to see. Question is, do I keep the daughter? The answer is obvious. Hell yeah. It'd be really funny if I won with it. So of course I keep the daughter. Unless I pick up 6-pin, in which case it's out the window. If I pick up 5, 6... Oh, my... Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Toi toi honitsu nan chun dora-san. Don't mind if I do. And I've got sushi on 3-pin and 9-pin. Khan. Dora yon. There's basically no way I lose. Could I get another Khan? Can I get 3 Khans? Can you drop the north for me? Can I Khan the north? I want to Khan the north. Can I Khan? I can't even Khan the... God, there's no south left. I can't Khan the south. But I can Khan the North. How exciting. 1 pin? Get him out of here. Lame. 4 pin? No. That's footy 10 anyway. Sore janai. 違う違う違う違うそうじゃない I'm beginning to think that I might not win this hand. Carbide 4p. Yeah, that still somehow doesn't make me think 3 pin is gonna show up. Somehow. Two P and 4p are covered. It's safe. It's safe. You want to jump in the game and drop it for me then? Like, you want to do it for me? Will they pawn and go for Tempai? Or will they ignore it and go for safety? They ignored it. The end. That's all she wrote. Sag. This is actually a nice hand. Another nice hand. How lovely. Ponya. It would be nicer if these people weren't ponyering. Hey, nice. Actually, I take it back. Because of those pawns, I got a 4 pin. Thank you. Thank you for ponyering. I don't really need this 5 pin. Unless... Oh. Oh. I might be a genius. Do I drop 9 pin and go for Tanyao? I guess I do. That makes the most sense. There was just a long pause on the 8 pin, so dropping 9 pin's a little bit scary, but... that's interesting, because now it's Chitoi Shanten. Do I take the East Shanten? I guess I will. I could keep going in Yan Shanten. But we've got 2 people attacking. So it might just be better to advance my Shantens as quickly as possible. I wonder. I wonder if maybe it was better to keep chugging on in Lianshanten and going for the Dianmen weights. So far, I haven't received any sort of Ishanten pickup for that path. And now this is a song I remember listening to a lot. In Xenoblade 3, the entire combat system is build chain attack, press chain attack, enemy dies, end fight. And chain attacks take so long. So you just hear chain attack for like half an hour or like 20 minutes. You hear like, you go like on all these unique fights with all this special battle music, and you hear the special battle music for like a few seconds, and then you go into chain attack, and then you hear this song for the rest of the battle. For the rest of the 20 to 30 minutes that you're there for. Can I pawn? I could. It's not very good, though. Four pin is safe, good, great, grand. I don't trust that. I don't like this Shonpai. Shonpai 4M and 8M. If I could just pick up one of them, everything would be perfect. Nope, guess not. No Tenpai for me, oh well. Unless... Never mind. Wow, everyone else was in Tenpai. Danger, danger, danger. Ba ba bum ba bum bum ba bum bum bum. I guess I'll start with 9-pin. If this guy would hurry up. Thank you. Oh my god, every turn. Takes 10 years. That's a really good draw. I'm wondering about what to do. Okay, I'll do it like this then. I'll use 3M as my pair, but whether I go for the 1-2M or the 4-5M... I guess going for the 4-5M is better because 1M's already basically dead. So there's no real reason for me to keep this 1M. I'd like to drop Tuso to guarantee the daughter usage. The only problem with that is that 5-so is the indicator, so a Khan 5-so weight isn't that good. I'm more likely to get the 3-so. But then again, also no one's dropping Sozu in general, apart from this 8-so. So it might be better to drop Tuso early before it becomes a liability later. I daren't drop the daughter. Yeah, let's drop Tuso now before it becomes dangerous. And then I suppose I'll cut 1M. June is a perfectly safe tile. Wow, the red 5-pin. What a miracle. Now I can only get the 5 so. It'll be game, set, and match. Honestly, picking up 6M here would... Oh my lordy. Oh my god. Picking up 6M would be really good. The question, can I even cut 4S also though? 4S seems scary. I mean, I will cut it if I get Tempai. When I get Tempai, I got Tempai, I'm cutting it. And it's safe. Or 7M, wait. Beach, daughter, son. Oh no. Oh no. Oh yeah. Well, I would have been happier if I won, but at least I didn't deal in. And the round repeated, so I still have a better chance to get into second. I doubt I can get first from here, but we'll see. Looks like this will be another dealer repeat. Ponya, or maybe not. Attack of the Kamicha. Oh, but the dealer is fighting back. The dealer isn't gonna let Kamicha hog the glory. Okay, you can stop calling on my tiles now. I'm done helping you. Let's all take it easy. There's no need to fight. What do I do? I guess I'll drop 1 pin. I was considering Cheetoy for a bit, but this ain't Cheetoy. I mean, this ain't really anything. This is most likely a fold. It's just a question of what is safe to fold with. 9M and 9-pin are... Do I just slam here? 5-8M, Richinomi? Nah. Nah, I got 9M, 9M. If it's a Shah Tanki, I'll slam, but otherwise, nah. If I pick up the Shah pair or get a Shah Tanki, then sure, I'll slam. But not here. Not now. I should have cut 9-so instead of none. Oh well. 9-so is basically safe anyway. There's no 6-sos or anything. Three-so is scary. But if I get Tempai on the Shah, I will cut it. Okay, 3-so is no longer scary. It's... I mean, it could be like a Kanchan on the 3-so, but I doubt it. I doubt it. Wait, there you go. Four-pin is terrifying. 4-pin is definitely terrifying. I am not pressing Lichi on that. I'm not dropping the Shah. Actually, I think 5-pin is probably scarier than 4-pin. I don't know, they're both scary. They're both scary. I still think 5-pin is more dangerous than 4-pin though. Ah, that's also scary. Shompai North. I might just have to fold here. That's an option. Don't know why you took that option, but it seems to have worked for you. You now have 5 Dora. Possibly more. Well, I picked up the Shah, finally. It's a bit late, though. There's no way I go for this. I'd have to cut 7. There's no way I cut 7M. Oh no! Oh no, it's literally the worst thing that could have possibly happened. Second worst thing, I guess. The worst being me dealing in. There's basically no way I get out of third at this point. It's more or less impossible. Looking at the point differential, it's almost impossible for me to get out of third. And it's very easy for me to get into last. Like, especially since they're dealer. But I'll do my best to ensure that that doesn't happen. I have a kind of a decent hand going on here, so if I could just get it going, I could just quickly take the win and move on to the next round. That'd be nice. Rotate dealer, go into South 4. That'd be lovely if that could happen. I really, really, really want this 3-so. And this one, there's no 1-pins left though. I mean, there's one 1-pin left, which is basically as good as none. Well, I suppose 4-pin would be nice too, as it is the daughter. Ah, my 3-so. I picked up a weird tile. I could have tried to cut... If I had the 1-pin already, I probably would have tried cutting 6, 7, 7-pin and going for Jinshan SSK. But since there's only one 1-pin left and I don't have it, it's not really worth going for. Oh, I picked it up. Well, too late now. Ricci. Bit awkward. Please leave me alone. Leave me alone. Come. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Shimocha. Thank you for my 1,000 points. Oh, I almost got excited about the Uda. I thought I had 2 of them. Oh well. Let's, like, there's basically no way I get second or first here, so let's just accept the third. That being said, I am going to pawn a bunch of stuff here and see if I can make something happen here. See what happens. I've got double Nan and Hatsu and a Dora. That's already a Mangan. If I can stack some other stuff on top of it, like a Toy Toy, then I can Hanuman. And if I direct hit, then I can get out of last. Pawn. I could have just gone for Chitoy. Nah, Chitoy's lame. Chitoy's lame. No one needs Chitoy. Chitoy would actually really suck here. Like, it'd be Chitoy Dora compared to Double Nan, Hatsu, Toy Toy, Dora. Just considerably better. If I pick up... oh well. That could have been the Baiman. If I'd kept 4-5M, it would have been Baiman. With that red 5. I'm gonna kill myself. Binfu Tanya Dora. Okay, cool. Well, third place, like I wanted. Oi. Well, it's officially 5 AM. So I think with that, I'll wrap up and go get ready for bed. Yes, my sleep schedule has gotten worse. I'm now staying up till like 5 and 6 AM instead of 2 and 3 AM. But it's fine. It's kind of by necessity, because we have 2 dogs that need to go outside at like 5 or 6 in the morning, but the person who usually lets them out is currently in America, so I'm the only one around to let them out. So staying up till 5 and 6 means that I can just let them out and go to bed instead of going to bed, waking up, letting them out, and going back to bed. Yeah, it's better. It's better this way. Anyways, with that, I'll take my leave. More Armored Core streams and Mahjong streams in the future. Hopefully, I'll get back into a consistent schedule. Goodbye. Later, Christine. Good night.